Hello, welcome back to the last part of this fiddleyard update. It has took me a bit longer than I wanted to. I was ill with the old man flu last week, so I didn't really feel like coming up here and working on it. But it's finally all done. It's all wired in. It's all got block detection in. Yeah, so far from the testing I've done, it seems to work fine. So that's very good. So hopefully from now on I can get off from the boring old fiddleyard updates and get on to the rest of the layout, which will be a lot more fun, hopefully, if I can ever make my mind up on what I want to do with the damn thing. But yeah, it's all done. I had a couple of little problems. I had an electrical problem down here, and it took me about 3 hours to figure out that that solder joint had come off. So that was like, yay. But sorting that, fixed it, and then I had another shot when I was working on the bit down here, and I can't remember which one it was. It was one of those 2 points, can't remember which one. And for some reason, I think it was this one actually, whenever I flip the point over, there'd just be like no power in it. I was like, oh, that's my relay driver board had it or something, but no. Can't remember what was up with it now actually, thinking back to it. Oh yeah, that was it. It was, yeah, so it was this point actually. What had happened is I had forgot to put a insulating fish plate on the V, so it was just causing a short. So something simple like that, you know, you spend a good hour hunting around for what could be the problem, and it's always the simplest of things. But yeah, so far now it's all good. I've just put this old thing there, old failed idea of a viaduct, put that back up just to sort of, so if any trains run along here they're not going to fall off and go running downstairs. Not that I've got many locomotives, you know, there's that one there, and then there's the expensive diesel which I don't want to run until I've got all the way around. All the wiring is done. It's a bit dark under here, but you sort of say it's a bit sort of tidy in the middle, but then you get to the end and it's just yeah, back to square one on that. it's still a bit of a mess. Let me see if I can sort of show you what I've got under here. Relay board I've got on there, one there. They do the automatic frog polarity, so rather than relying on those odd switches, they just switch it automatically now, which is, should be interesting to see how to get on with that. I mean, the other way was reliable, but I thought, why not give it a go while I'm redoing it all. It's just more wiring under all there after all. So I've got that's the relay driver board. Then you've got the Mega Points board, then you've got the DCC module for that. I've got the same at the other end as well, so I've got all them at the other end. And there's the circuit breaker. But the DCC system, especially the booster, has some stuff built in, I think. I know for the booster you can actually allow it to try and change the polarity around quickly to protect it, to sort of stop it from shorting out, which is pretty cool. But yeah, now these things here are absolutely bloody useful. I've got one here, and yeah, basically rather than struggling with a terminal block underneath the baseboard and trying to sort of hold in the wire and screw it all up and it doesn't fall out and all that sort of stuff, I use these, and they're just spring-loaded ones. So the current crosses both, so it does actually use more than just like a terminal block. But you just put your wire in, and then if I can do it, they're quite tough. But yeah, you just push it down, and it springs onto it. So it's all. So when you're underneath and you gotta mess about with wires, it's just a case of pull one back up, take wire out, check it, put it back in, strut it, whatever. Done. No messing with anything else. It's just that. A bit more expensive than the bog standard terminal blocks, but you know, you pay for convenience, I suppose. So yeah, and you can get those in 2s, 3s, 5s and all sorts. So I've had a good range of that, and I'll be having to buy some more because they're very useful, especially when you're having a short under ear and you sort of like pulling everything out to figure out what it was, and it was so simple. It was just you know, pull back on the things and release the wires, and then just put them back one at a time and just snap them back on, and I mean, so much easier, so much easier. I mean, those old terminal blocks, the blooming screws kept falling out while you're upside down and you're just trying to hold the wire in, and then, oh, yeah, right mess. I've had a good tidy up as well, so that's all clear now, ready for starting. I'm torn between a few options. There's a nice sort of branch line with like one line going that way and across maybe over a gorge or something, and then over here it sort of splits off into two different directions, so you can sort of see trains come from different directions, but sort of single track and a single track that way and single track that way as well. So that's one idea. Another idea is just 2 tracks around, all the way around with station, and pretty much the rest of it just scenic. And another option is sort of 2 tracks around, but like try and drop a scene, big scene right down, and just have like a harbour or something. So, and sort of like, so you sort of got houses that are being built up towards the back, but and like a viaduct going over the top or something. And keeping it all sort of really sort of heavy, sort of towny and industrially and stuff like that. Problem with that one is it requires a hell of a lot of scratch building. I haven't done any yet, so that's something for me to think about. I'll just quickly, if I power all this on, I'll just old crap top. Sit around waiting for that to load. Continue in demo mode because I've not paid 500 quid for that train software yet. Yeah, there's sort of roughly what I've got going so far. And as you can see, it works. And you can see on that block there, you can see where it's detected it, and if I go back towards the end, you'll see it change to block 3. Right, it goes onto that. Ding, that's it. And it's it within that little section at the end there. So that's all sort of wired up. I've just got to move these blocks there and put them all on here. But yeah, everything works. Everything works as it should. Although I'll say that and it'll probably cause a short somewhere in a minute, or something will stop working, but But yeah, just thought I'd show you that it sort of works. I'm not going to try all of them, I did that the other day, but yeah, all done. Next stop, track plans. See you next time. Bye.